Alright, this is the last video of the bridge building process, video number 6, and I've drawn out almost my entire design. There's some places that I'm going to need to fix, and I don't know if I'm going to do it on this video or not, but I drew it in pen so you could see it, and when I drew my wire diagram I had some marks here, 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 and these cut my member that runs along the bottom, and I'm not going to cut that when I go to actually build my bridge, even though normally these would be cut because you would put a gusset or plate over this and the members would all be separated. When you actually build your bridge, you can just use a long piece here. It doesn't make that big a difference on this small scale whether you cut the members or not. So you're going to have one long member, and I would normally show that by, erasing these marks right here, but you don't have to do that. The other detail is that on the Petty through truss, it has this member here at the bottom that comes straight down, and on some other designs you also have the same thing. You have a center member here, center member here, and you can't have that. That violates the rules. Even right here you can't have that. You might reverse this, but you can't have the center member here. So that's because we're going to have a rod that's going to sit right here on this bottom member, and we're going to apply a force to that. So you got to have space for the rod to pass through. The rules say it needs to be 2.5 centimeters wide. That's 1.25 centimeters from the middle. The middle is right here, and so what we can, it's actually the middle of the bridge is right here. So what we can do is we can measure 2.5 centimeters, or we can measure 1.25 centimeters over from this spot. I'm just going to put it at the 5 here, and then I know this is 6 1/4, so right there, and then here's 4 3 3/4, so right there. So from here to here is 2.5 centimeters. I'll check that. Yeah, it's 2.5 centimeters. And so this is the spacing that I have to have. And so if I want to reinforce this more, what I can do is I can add, instead of having this vertical here, I can add another member, and I'll just go here. And I'm making triangles, so triangles are good for trusses. That's what a truss is made of, a bunch of triangles. And then I can make this an 1/8 of an inch. And so I just put my little lines here, and it's not going to be a very long piece. It might be difficult to cut, but you can do it. It's reinforcement. If you don't want to, you can just leave it off. I'm just trying to copy this as closely as possible. Somebody who is a great bridge designer came up with this type of truss, and I'm a novice, really. And you're going to be really good by the time you finish this project. So I'm just, the main thing is until you get some experience at doing something like this, copying other people's designs is perfectly acceptable as long as they're not copyrighted. It's okay. These are not copyrighted designs, so it's okay to do it. So this reinforces this center piece. This is where all the force is going to be. Okay, so here's my drawing. It's nice and neat. All the lines are straight. They're all the same width apart. I can see all the cuts where my joints belong, which is a requirement. It spans 30 centimeters. In fact, it spans 30 centimeters, and it's 32 centimeters long. It's just really a neat design, but there's some other requirements for the bridge. So first of all, the first one is the drawing or forethought. So the drawing itself is important, and I'm going to put this on another piece of paper. So the drawing itself that's one thing we're going to grade, is the drawing. How neat is it? Did you use a straight edge? Can you see the joints? Were they drawn? Okay, number 2, the dimensions. The dimensions need to be 1-to-1 with the material we're going to use. We're going to use 1/8 inch wood, so your lines need to be an 1/8 inch or 1/4 of an inch if you laminate them. The rules, it needs to follow the rules, and it does. It's not too high, it's the right width. It only bears on the abutments from the top, not from the sides. Also, all the members need to be marked tension or compression. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these, and you're going to have to investigate how your bridge is marked. But these are going to be marked in a certain way. I know that this type of bridge, just from past experience, I know that this type of bridge is under tension at the bottom. It's being pulled apart at the bottom or stretched. So this is under tension, 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 tension. This one's tension, tension, tension. Okay? Now, this is under compression, 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 compression. Every one of the members needs to be marked. If there's 1 or 2 members that are not marked, you're going to get points taken off. So you need to mark tension and compression. Here's the rules, and then here is tension and compression marked on each member. This is part of the rubric. We're going to check this. Okay, are there some laminations? It's important. The members that are under compression need to be laminated. Okay, that helps. Members under compression need to be laminated. Look, when this wood is being pushed on either end, look, it stretches, bows. It can break very easily. So this is when I push, it bows just like that. When I